Alright. So, here is my take on Diablo 4. The Diablo 4 situation as it stands. I just played the first, 5-10 minutes of the game. Meh. Is it worth $79.99 or $69.99? Probably not. Gonna be blunt. Probably closer to around $50. Is it okay for a game? It's alright. It really does fall under that just another game category so far. Like, I do intend to play more and kind of see how it pans out, but for the time being, I mean, it's just another action role-playing game. It's not the end of the world. It's not the best game ever made. It's just another game, really. Will this opinion of mine change? Possibly. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Am I only like level 5 and understand that? I'm only like level 5. I'm playing on the Eternal Realm, not seasonal, so I can get caught up on some of the story stuff. Sure. Alright, you could argue that all that you want, but I have a basic grasp of more or less the controls and gameplay schematics so far, and to be perfectly blunt, aside from not being able to evade using my right thumbstick like you can in Diablo 3, it plays a lot like Diablo 3. Just with better graphics, you know. You're still running around, interacting with stuff, you're still blasting demons with attacks. It's the same generic formula that all action role-playing games have. Oh, you have a new skill tree. Big whoop. If I made a new game, I wouldn't want my skill tree to look like the last 3 skill trees either. So what? Probably the one attack that I didn't see in the skill tree, which could again just be because I didn't look hard enough, was the actual disintegrate skill from Diablo 3, but that doesn't, I mean, let's be real here, disintegrate from Diablo 3 was probably, in the earlier stages of that game's release, was probably just a cheat button anyway. You know, especially once you had the echoes and the etched sigil. Well, the etched sigil and the death sword there. Anyway, forget the name of it. But now that meta's gone down the tubes, because if you use those two together, you're basically pointless. Right? Like, we all know how that works. The meta's changed, and Diablo changed 3 to the point where it wasn't really playing the same way that it did when it first came out. Now, do I like the gameplay? Well, I mean, the character movement's smooth, the
not while I'm in town.
Attacks are smooth, they still have the you can't attack while you're in town thing. You know, everything's pretty much normal. Your new evade is kind of wonky to me, because the B button used to be my, familiar for my control setup, so I'm constantly trying to, you know, out of playing Diablo 3 habits, trying to push the B button to get my familiar up. So that's kind of a fun one to deal with.
Your town should be safe now.
Truly? Huh?
No, nothing's ever safe when demons are involved. Safety is a false sense of safety that leads you to a world of trouble.
We haven't any coin to offer, but we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
I really don't have any bad takes about this so far. Oh, I have a feeling my character's gonna get drugged. Yeah, there it is. And now they're probably either going to throw me into slavery or steal everything that I have, or offer me up as some sacrifice to somebody. Or there's also the cannibalism route. Cannibalism. Alright. Well, I don't know. Or they're feeding something.
By mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory before you die. Not ready yet.
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out!
There! Take them!
May the light preserve us.
Lost soul!
Ah, that's better.
Out of mana once again.
Bit on the weak side, though.
Us now.
That was all of them. Light willing. Madman! Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and... What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
They must have fed them to me.
Holy shit, she
Blasphemous
speaks.
ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
Yeah, I don't know. Mana regen's pretty good, though. Of course, I'm a little worried about what that could mean as far as, like balancing goes, you know, yes, the mana regens fast. Are your mana abilities nerfed because of their faster regen or something? I mean, these are basic ARPG concerns that I'm sure I'm not the only one who thought about it. Oh, look. Pants. Yay, pants! And of course, I'm going to explore shit in this game. Why can't I ride the deer?
Only
What,
fire
Mr.
can
Puppers?
cleanse the darkness
Do
in
you
this
want to
place.
play too? Is that what it is?
Have a look inside, but hurry. I will prepare the torch.
You know you're on camera, right? Yeah. He says, I know, Daddy. I just don't care.
Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
Alright, go play. Go play. Go play with your rope. Go get your rope. Go get your rope. Oh. Okay, go play. Go.
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Oh, that's lovely.
Sin is their birthright. My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself.
Yes, I'm tempted to skip the cutscenes. Some of these are
Break the
very boring.
chains and discover who you were meant to be.
The first one was okay, this one's kind of meh.
Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Resist! Resist her temptation!
Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
Yeah, they don't care, dude. They've embraced the evil.
Go to the dry steppes and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
You came to thank the light.
Happened a while ago, judging by the state of the church.
You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
Yeah, no, not gonna shock and amaze. Totally just clickbaity title on that one.
She said the lords of hell are coming.
The reality is this game's okay. I wouldn't pay much for it. I'm playing it on Game Pass. I know what that means. I'm not dumb. There's gonna be a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, you don't have the Super Extra Deluxe Edition." Yeah, I've looked at what's in the Super Extra Deluxe Edition, and I'm good.
It cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable.
The reality
ability,
is, it's
but he
just
knows
another
of the
game.
forbidden. He might be useful.
It's
to
just
us.
another game that they're going to
Bring him to
overcharge
the
for
cathedral
because they
in
dumped a
Pure
lot of money into
and
it,
you will be
and
in
they
the
put
light's
out an
favor.
average product at best. Which is probably more generous than a lot of other people on YouTube have been in the past about it, but I've done boss fights, the cutscenes are kind of blah. The first one was good, but this, from that point on, has just been blah. And I'm not going to sit here and defend it, but I'm also not going to, down it either. It just kind of is what it is. Do I wish we got a better Diablo 4? Yes. Absolutely. Would I have paid $70-some odd for it if it was a better Diablo 4? Oh, absolutely. I probably wouldn't have even waited for it to get on Game Pass if it was better. There again, trying to dodge with the thumbstick. And summon my familiar. Which, does that button even do anything? Or rather, the joystick, I mean. Not the movement one, but the other one. Yeah, that's par for the course. No, but if I do that, I can't use that thing. You know what? I'll do that. That on. Excuse me. Guess I better find a merchant soon, huh? Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, that changes a lot. That is a good improvement over Diablo 3. I hated having to use expert mode in order just to reconfigure where my buttons were. That was always the stupidest thing. Now we actually can change our key bindings for our controllers, which is very nice. That's a good feature. And yes, I know. World Tier 1, what a noob! World Tier 1, because it's a game I haven't played yet, I didn't know what they changed for friggin' controls or anything like that. I probably will jump out of this character or see if I can't set it up to a higher world tier. Just because, like, it actually is pretty easy on World Tier 1. Oh look, more parts. Man, what is it with Blizzard making fucking spiders in all their games? Ugh. I hate spiders.
I'm out of mana.
Okay, I like the fact that that's a thing.
Out of mana once again.
If this keeps up, I'm gonna need to find a pants merchant. Let me guess, the hermit is Tyrael. I'm probably wrong on that assertion. Anyway, yeah, level 6. Ooh, blueberries. Oh, no, bite berries. Oh man, I hadn't had breakfast. Yeah, blueberry pancakes actually sounds pretty good. If this is what gaming is turning into, then we need a little course correct. Like, one of about 2 or 3 different things. Number 1, the price needs to come down on games. Number 2, the quality needs to go way up for the price that they're asking. Or number 3, this is not a good meta to get into. I mean, literally, I feel like I'm playing Diablo 3 all over again. I mean, really. I'm playing a sorceress, or a sorcerer, you know, a magic user, and there's not really a whole lot of challenge. Yes, I've had to use a potion or 2, because I'm playing the game. You have to use potions every once in a while. Big deal.
Is anyone here?
What are you hiding back here?
Oh, just when I thought I was going to be able to rob Tyrael. At least I think that's who it is. I could be wrong. Nope, it's not. Gotta get a better video capture card and a better camera setup. There's a lot of lag on my camera. I'm looking at OBS right now instead of the game because... yeah.
Then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry. That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true.
I
But it
am
is.
not sorry to Blizzard.
Why did I have
You know,
that
they're the ones
vision?
who made the game.
Thank those
They're a public
friendly
figure. It
villagers.
leaves them open to
gave
criticism. A
you
lot
the
of the design
blood of
decisions that
Lilith.
went into this game were not great. But we'll wait and
blood
see
of
what happens
demon.
after I beat the game, which
Not
will probably be when I
understanding
make a
demon.
new video, and
The daughter
I'll make
of
another one at
hatred.
that point.
The mother of
It'll be another
Sanctuary.
live stream because I just don't really have the
She was
space to
banished
record
ages
stuff
ago.
right now. I'm working on that.
But this world is her
This is going to
creation.
be a situation where you're going to get my first take,
It was
kind of a
prophesied she would
midway
come back.
take, and then I'm going to
What
play
does
through
she
some of the
want?
season, and then you'll get my final take.
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict.
But we'll see what happens.
A war between
I am
angels
trying
and
to
demons.
give this game a,
But Lilith
despite all of
serves
the
neither
stuff
side.
from everyone
She
else,
has
like,
her
you know,
own plans
Asmin,
for
my
us.
friends.
And
Everyone else, I say this game
I
sucks.
corrupted?
I don't know about sucks,
sure,
but it's
yes.
not great.
But you two share a
Very
connection.
middle of the road. Now,
What
if
will
you
you do
stack
about
up my experience so far with how much you paid
Use
for the
it.
game, if I were to pay
Find
for
out
it,
what she's after.
yeah, then it sucks. Absolutely, then it sucks. I also
We're in
wasn't
this
there for a
together.
lot of the season
Rest
1 and
one
2
can.
shenanigans because I hear
Then we'll
there
start to
were
kill the
issues.
chat. If we can't stop Lilith,
I'm not really a big fan of the constantly
We'll
having
all
to
be damned.
queue into an online game, even though I'm basically just playing the Eternal Realm by myself. That kind of feels like a waste, really. Like, why? You mean to tell me that your RNG has to be monitored by someone in your friggin' office all the time? Or what? It's like, it's the Eternal Realm. This should be the designated offline mode. You know? This is the one that you play with your friends to kind of goof off and experience the story. And I get that. I'm not playing this in any sort of competitive way. I'm not stupid enough to do that.
Out of mana once again.
Yeah. Then he's gonna get a lightning bolt shoved up his butt. No, I'm sure there are gonna be people out there defending this game and knocking it. I don't knock the game itself at this point, or knocking the price tag. And yes, I know, if you're on Game Pass, you get a 20% discount or whatever. Yeah, that's just, that's not good enough. You know, charging almost $100 for a $40 game, really not.
About that Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us.
Really not
And when he learns that Lilith is here,
a good idea.
blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud,
You know.
unless we can stop it. That's
Oh,
not
I'm just
many.
gonna tell him Lilith is
The
fucking
Overshot
here.
lies just ahead.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We have no
first...
time for this. To enter Kiobashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. Meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you!
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine. But this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you. Then cast it into the brazier. As the fire burns the wood, so too will the light burn.
Okay. Well, let's see. Mine is that right there. And I do my best to control it every day. That's not like a YouTube persona thing. That's like IRL. Anger is an issue that I deal with every day.
Good. You must welcome to...
Oh, please tell me there's a friggin' merchant in here. I don't really give a rip about the rest of this stuff. I know that my bag's getting full.
Find somewhere else to get warm. I was here first.
Nice way of saying I'm a grumpy bitch and don't want to share
If
shit.
you've got the makings, I can mix it.
Okay, that's an alchemist. That's a healing pot.
Father bless. What do you need?
I cannot salvage that.
Take the part nice. Huh?
Not supposed to use this word on YouTube, but that headpiece looks retarded. I am not doing that.
That cannot be salvaged.
I probably just made a huge mistake because I don't know, like...
Piece of wood. I'm off to the dry steps in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all
I know
this.
some of these
But
ARPGs
first,
are
I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiation.
very,
A merchant in the
like,
center of the
gold-centric
city,
or salvage-centric.
centric.
Some of them will strike a balance between the two. I don't know how this one does with that.
There was a prophecy, yes. It foretold the rise of the primevals, the return of Lilith and Inarius, the doom of our world. Inarius adopted the prophecy for his own selfish purposes, put it in the Cathedral of Light's gospel, and made it seem like he would be the hero to save us. The Cathedral loves to go on about him. His imprisonment in hell, his valiant escape, his glorious return here, the world he created. But they never mention how being tortured in hell for a few millennia turned you into an ass. Sacrificing, summoning demons, honing all the wonderful gifts that Lilith gave them.
Okay.
Cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crawling.
Ah, so the old man's finally decided to buy it back. Knowing him, he didn't mention coin. If he wants his weapon.
Okay.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same. No charge.
Apologies.
That?
The mark of their Ardren. An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number.
I guess this is going to be up to a person to decide. Like, I'm sure there's graphs and statistics you could pull out and say, oh, this game is blah, blah, blah. It's doing great, or it sucks, or yada, yada, yada. I really think that doesn't matter on a person-to-person level. I really do.
But don't forget about the Cathedral.
When it comes to these games, the reason I like paying for Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate is because it lets me try some of these titles first.
I'm going to
sometimes even play them all the way through.
Join me when you can.
I'm gonna
just
give Diablo 4
be
that
careful.
at least that much
Your
of
time
a
is to
shake
live.
of a chance
The
before I
visions you
make a
see.
decision about whether
You are
I'm
the
going
key
to be spending the money in
finding
the
her
future on
and
it or
stopping
not.
whatever she has planned.
So far, that price tag's gonna have to come down another $20 before I'll consider it. On top of the 20% that I'm already getting off courtesy Game Pass.
We just don't know it.
You know,
Whether it is by accident
that's my
or
take,
fate's
that's my
hand,
opinion. I got to the first
nothing
town
we can
area,
do
I mean
about
the
it.
first real town area.
the wanderer
I don't really
lost in
care
the
for how
storm,
some of the gear looks, it looks
fed the
stupid.
blood of Lilith.
But
Saved
there
by a
again, they
lone monk.
probably have some sort of thing that they had, like what they had in Diablo 3, where you can
Different lives and
transmogrify
incidents drawn together
what you got somewhere.
by what?
I don't know. Ask me if I really care at
Destiny.
this point. Not really. I just kind of want to play the
some
game,
greater
experience the
power
story,
pulling the
see what I
strings.
think. If I don't like what I see,
I did
man,
not know.
the gameplay's average.
But at the
The
time,
music is
I
okay
thought I
if it
had
even
the
exists
chance
at all,
to
but you
protect
don't really
humanity
notice
from
that
the
so
daughter
much.
of
The sound
hatred.
effects match the timing for the attacks and stuff pretty well, so there's
Wanderer's
not
connection
really
to her gave
there's
me
not
hope.
really anything that I can say about any of that stuff.
Imagine that.
The boss fight that I did have so far was alright. And I think I'm going to leave it there. You know, I'll let everyone else make their own decision on their own. But I'm just saying, according to what I've seen so far, it's an average game. They definitely felt like they were chasing the Path of Exile dragon, and you know, didn't quite live up to it. But it's all good. They're free to do what they want. It's their dev studio. But from my experience, as far as ARPGs go, meh.